Hey guys, I just wanted to take a couple minutes here to talk to you about my first week with the Surface Duo and sort of how it's changed a lot of how I approach what I would call my mobile experience. Um, since I no longer, I guess, have a phone in my pocket uh, because I can't call it that. That's not a fair way to describe the device. Um, and so when I do actually talk to people about it, generally, the first thing that they'll say, "Oh, that's a laptop in your hands." No, no. It's definitely got some productivity-based aspects to it, and I'll say for me at least, one of the bigger productivity-based items is anytime I can open up like Outlook and Teams, examples side by side, that's really powerful, especially in the morning as I'm trying to get myself prepared for the day. I'm waking up. I'm essentially watching YouTube TV on one side, or I have Teams open, conversing with my team, and then I have Outlook open on the other side, catching up on the emails from potential clients that I'm working with. So if I'm going in, to Teams, for example, I really love some of the items that they've been able to do here. I'll take it into that, full screen aspect whenever I need to reply to somebody. I'll just go ahead and have it in there, and then have that sort of full screen, view available to me, so I could go ahead and type away. And that actually works really well, but a lot of times I end up with the device in this sort of orientation. It doesn't converse itself back to getting back up to center. So what I've done to sort of alleviate a lot of that is installed this sticker on the back. And what that does for me, it tells me, hey, that's where your right hand goes. If I have my right hand on the sticker, then I will always have it up. And so that sort of helps with that problem. And that is partially onset by sort of the weight of the device. It's so well balanced all around, it's sort of hard to orient, know which way up is, and that there's no camera notch on the back. The bumper does help a little bit, but just that little extra sticker gives you that little extra piece of confidence there. Um, so another item, the camera. So unfortunately, what I've been finding with the camera app, it's not very reliable into the orientation that it's actually going to use. So I'm trying to open it up right now. I'm actually having some troubles. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay. So I went ahead and got it open, and I'm just going to show you. Oh, I'm taking a photo. Now, here's one of the problems that I run into often. So I'm going to go take that photo, take a little selfie so you guys, you know, get an idea of what it kind of looks like. Here we'll do it with some adverse lighting behind us. Oh no, shoot. It just switched on me. That's the main sort of problem. It just did it again. And I'm sure that I'm sure that's partially user error. But it feels like it needs to be a little bit more intuitive because for me at least, I like to get a lot of action shots. I like to really frame my shots. So I'm spending some time looking in the viewfinder, getting it all orientated, and for it to not actually, you know, be have confidence in it troubles me a bit. But again, that's a software issue. The developers, I'm sure, are working on it, and they'll get it fixed eventually. Um, so until they do, for me, it's not unusable. The camera quality is pretty good. I'm coming from a Pixel, so I've been the Pixel had a better camera quality, but this isn't really built for that. This is built as sort of a transformative mobile experience device. And so when you have that sort of mindset into it, the camera's fine. We just the app needs to be intuitive and function very properly. Now, one other item I'm going to show you here for this device that I've really been finding quite powerful. Anything with a feed, which is a lot of the mobile experiences on this device, are it's just awesome. You get to scroll through, pretty quickly here. Walking down the street, I could go ahead and kind of fold it upwards a little bit like that with one-handed, as I'm sort of walking down. Or I might even have YouTube TV up on that side as I'm, watching, or as I'm going through a newsfeed over here. Here's where it gets kind of tricky, though. is apps that aren't optimized for this sort of horizontal landscape get letterboxed a little bit, and that's just because of how the app developers are orientated for the phone, which is understandable. So apps that don't really have a landscape orientation are going to kind of show up letterboxed, and so that takes you away from the experience a little bit. But that's Android in a nutshell, and I think there might be ways to mitigate that, and it's not that bad because so for example I would even just like go ahead and say Guardians of the Galaxy real quickly, and then I'm back to a really again sort of seamless experience like I was just talking about here. So I got that in my newsfeed below. I'm starting up Guardians of the Galaxy up above. I'm going to skip into a better part, and that's what this device allows you to do. It's a brand new experience, I'll tell you what. And with that one, I'm just going to go ahead and sign off.